Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new video. Today we're doing a VOD review. Diana vs Katarina. Really kind of like high gold. Elo here, a lot of gold ones, plat 4 type deal. So let us see where we're at. First, I also want to say well done, Myga. It's nearly up a whole tier since joining the coaching program, so quite nice to see already, and hopefully we see further. Alright, let's skip ahead a little bit here till we get into the lane phase. And also, let's see what these trading patterns look like. First thing I'm noticing just off the bat, so using the locked screen or holding spacebar, so you do need to continue working on this. Q start. I don't know if it's worth starting Q, by the way, for this. I kind of feel like I like W start in this lane because it means that you can like walk at Katarina and W her Q. I mean, obviously, if she allows you to do that, though, it's kind of nice. But yeah, because you're melee versus melee, I kind of like W start. You should not give her the spacing, by the way. Oh, I need to sneeze. Hunt. Alright, we're back. Yeah, you should not give her the spacing ever. There's no reason that you ever need to walk up here before your Q is off cooldown because none of these creeps are actually going to die. So you're much better off keeping the spacing here. And if you can actually like pull her to around this angle and you're underneath tower, then take the Q and be in your Q range also. She's going to tank the creep damage plus your Q damage. And this trade can actually turn into positive because for the lane phase, you'd be net 1Q. Right? She would have hit 2 Qs, she would have hit 1Q, and you have quite a good health lead then. And you're also going to get the creep damage. So this here is actually a really quite big mistake. The other thing you can do is if you are going to let her Q you here, you chase her down on your Q. And that means that if she turns to like Q auto you or she oversteps this movement here, then you're going to be able to potentially get auto attack damage too, and you will get some creep damage. But for you to let her Q you here for free is a huge mistake. And then, you know, we don't end up hitting the Q here also. So like overall in this first laning part, right, we've made a few huge mistakes. I need to go back in time to give you some timestamps. 1 second, apology. This Q here is also really quite bad for a few reasons. Firstly, you force the wave shove too hard, which means that what's going to likely happen here is that the enemy creep wave is going to come down second wave and the wave is probably going to get caught like here, which means Katarina can position like here and you basically have no level 2 trade on her unless something changes in this lane. And the second bad part about it is you didn't try and deal damage to Q her. So now you're in like a weird awkward spot. Also, we're missing free / uncontested creeps, missed 2 free so far. So that's also quite an issue. And as you can see, the wave is freezing here. It's not too bad, actually. It didn't end up being too bad. But it's still a negative to some degree because realistically, you're not going to get a great trade onto her here. You will get some trade though. So it is not as bad a situation as I had previously thought it would be, but not ideal. I think, yeah, we've made some mistakes with the Qs. Alright, and then E. Not bad. Good that we've fixed this problem with wasting the second cast of E, so that's really nice because now you have the trade pattern again here. And you should actually very, very strongly look for this trade pattern or completely zone her off. Creeps. I think that is like lethal range, right? A little bit hard because we can't quite see the health, but I'm pretty sure it's lethal. So I actually would have liked to have seen you look for this. So what I think happens here, right, is that you can E onto this guy, auto attack, ignite, E again. Now, why I think it's lethal is because you have your passive 2 E procs, and you can do this all before the creep levels up and she gets health. And I think that she's on 250, 270 health here. Now I think she's on, oh, well, we see 400. This work. I get this shit to go off. Bro. Yeah, that's just sad. Anyway, she's on 400 health here after leveling up. I think it was possible, yeah. The only issue is you didn't have Thunderlords or whatever, Electrocute now it's called. We didn't hit our Q, right? Yeah. Probably lethal there if we hit the Q. Rolling? Oh. Yeah, if we hit the Q, we get to E another time now, and we also have Ignite, and then you have your passive again. I think that's quite possible. This doesn't probably work, although you can. It's hard to say because he heals so much. I don't know. You could go and harass him on that raptor camp though, I think. I don't really know what the idea here is because wave slow push into you. So if you do this, it's like you're trying to dive. That is your play. Not sure. Like now we're just walking away. Whereas like if you just let it slow push to you instead of giving her a freeze, you're in a better situation. It's gonna slow push here to you because yeah, so if you look at this right now, you have less creeps than she does, right? And your creeps are also lower health. And on top of that, the wave, her reinforcing wave is going to get here sooner and back these creeps up and then thus create another faster wave pushing towards you that's even larger. And she's super low and has presumably no TP. Yeah. So she would just be completely fucked here. She'd have to like base and then burn multiple waves and then you can base at the same time as she bases and then come back to still having a freeze, or you can just stay on the wave 2 and get an XP and gold lead. So far in this lane, I think you made a bunch of trading mistakes. I think you've missed one lethal, maybe two lethals. And then in missing that second lethal, you've also missed the opportunity to go and kill forward because you had your E on cooldown. Yeah. Pretty rough. And then here you're like either resetting on a freeze or walking back, or I don't really know exactly what we're doing, but you know, regardless of what we're doing, it's not ideal. Even this is not that beneficial. I don't think you should be fighting or skirmishing with this guy at all either. Let's see, get his flash though. Yeah, Wave's in a better spot now. Although Katarina's reset and you're shoving, so now, you know, she gets to walk back presumably and get this for free. I think though it's not too bad. I probably wouldn't have pushed it though, I probably would have just reset also. I think. I would also go Dark Seal here. You can go double amp to him too. I would like Dark Seal and like a health pot there, I think. You don't miss too many creeps. I think you had to miss 2 creeps, which is really good for a reset. So nice reset in the end. I don't know about this Q. So I don't even think we should trade here, even if you do hit the Q, because you're down a level. Okay, not too bad. Just leave the trade. Nice. Quite good. Rough on that Q. Good rotate here though. Nice. In theory, your jungler gets to drag now. Stuff. Would hold a freeze here, by the way. Instead of just eating this whole wave. You could just kill like 2 creeps here. This does burn a bit of your mana. It's not the worst though, and you know, it's still better than what you were doing because you're saving that E again. Like I said, not the worst actually. Get the wave crashed here, which is nice. And then you can reset. You could maybe take 1 plate though. I would definitely look at this plate. This is one of the issues of having a lock cam is we don't just pan up and look at the plate. That plate might have been, you know, 200 health left, and you could easily get that and reset, and then you would get another amp tome or you know, have gotten a dark seal here or tier 1 boots or anything like that, which is actually substantial. All right, I've written the keynotes, right? But there's actually a lot more that I've said during this VOD review that you can go back and grab. So, like, whilst we've done really quite a good job on improving on nearly all the things from our private session, I think that all of these things just need further reinforcement and improvement on because you've gone and climbed so much LP and now you're just versing better players again who are punishing you in these areas once again. But I think one of the biggest things that I've noticed really good improvement with the not always wasting your E, especially after the trades, gives you a lot more mana, gives you a lot more opportunities to take good trades too. Definitely some improvement to be made on the spacing, especially level 1. Definitely some improvement too on knowing when you can actually go for the all-in and kill them. I think you are missing all-in opportunities for kills. Especially that level 2 one I think was quite nice, and also level 3 just missing the Q, so you're not getting 2 E's on him. Alright, so what I recommend to you, Magus, is that, you know, these are notes, but you also go through and write your own notes from the voiceover part of the VOD review, because there's a bunch more information there. And what I just want you to do is take away like the key things that you think stuck out to you. But yeah, other than that, man, really good job on the improvements. I look forward to seeing more of these VOD reviews. I would expect that probably within about 21 games or so that we see another VOD, so I guess 20 games, which might take you, 4 days or something. It gives you play a fair bit. So anywhere, between 4 and 7 days, submit that next VOD. We'll get all of these things looked over for you. And yeah, basically, good job, man. Doing really well. Keep it up. Also, if I do release this to public on YouTube, if you guys would like to get your games reviewed, you can check out the coaching, coachmargo.com. Other than that, guys, take care. Good luck on Rift, and peace out.